A planet that has been ever so successful and thriving is unfortunately slowly evolving into a place where the human race will be unable to survive. We treat this planet as if we have another one to live on, although this is not the case, and humans need to take action. Earth has the opportunity to succeed. It only needs a willing population who will be the change. My name is Erin McMillan, and throughout the presentation, you will learn the strong effects that humans have on climate change, how humans combust fossil fuels during the production of electricity, the use of transportation, and the massive industrial sector to better convenience the people in everyday life. Also, the effects of deforestation and why we need trees, improper farming, and how it can be harmful and hurtful to the planet, how all these issues affect the earth and create major issues for humans, such as flooding and diseases, and in the end, it is us that needs to stop this. Humans need to take action. The primary human-induced cause of climate change is the Industrial Revolution, when the world started evolving into a more modernized civilization beginning in 1760. The population has only continued to grow since this event, and has therefore increased the amounts of fossil fuels being combusted. Most countries burn coal to create electricity and heat, which gives off the most carbon when combusted. Identically, large factories and mines manufacture materials needed for everyday life, excreting greenhouse gases in the process. Along with these, transportation is key in today's society, and getting places fast is very important. This is all done with gas-powered engines. People see modernization as a good thing, although since the revolution, over 2,000 billion metric tons of carbon have been secreted into the atmosphere.
Deforestation, which is practiced daily throughout the world, is the second largest human effect on climate change. 1.3 million square kilometers of forest were lost between the years of 1990 and 2016, and 46% of the world's trees have been dropped since humans first began clear cutting. Trees absorb harmful greenhouse gases, creating a cleaner air that stays at a more stable temperature, while also producing oxygen, which helps keep living things alive. Trees also help to keep soil in place. Without roots, soil runs into waterways, bogging it up and creating more overflow. Roots also absorb water, which lessens the impact of rain and helps keep more stable water levels. If trees are cut, it liberates the gases trapped within and is no longer helpful in major flooding situations.
Farming, something people believe is extremely beneficial and not harmful to the planet, actually has a quite large effect. While grazing in pastures, livestock have a harder time digesting this diet and have a tendency to produce more methane, a greenhouse gas with 28 times the warming potential of carbon dioxide. Their intake of greenhouse gases also comes out through belches and manure, which accounts for 14.6% of the human-produced greenhouse gas emissions. On top of this, when stored in large ponds, manure breaks down without oxygen, and in the process creates excess methane. These emissions could be lowered with a well-managed production, such as spreading manure on fields to allow carbon and nitrogen to re-enter the soil and equalize the effects.
Excess gases in the atmosphere create an invisible barrier around the Earth that traps in heat and is warming the Earth at a startling rate. This is causing many concerning issues for the human race. Ice glaciers are beginning to melt, and although it is seemingly slow, over the past 25 years the oceans have swelled over 3 inches. This causes major flooding, the destruction of homes, businesses, and roadways. As a result of this, coastal cities have begun planning to cope with rising levels, rethinking roads, and planting thousands of water-absorbing plants. With water continuously overflowing banks, drinking water could become contaminated, and raising crops could soon become difficult to do. Moreover, small insects such as ticks do not generally live in cold climates, but with warmer winters they are now able to live longer and venture further. Black-legged ticks carry a disease called Lyme disease, and as the temperature becomes warmer, it allows them to venture into unknown territories. This warm weather also boosts their reproductive cycle, which quickly grows their population and increases the chance of humans contracting this disease.
The future of our planet is in our hands, It depends on humans taking action and shrinking their carbon profile by a significant amount. Homes need weatherized with the proper amount of insulation and ensuring there are no drafts. This will keep the home at a more steady temperature, reducing the amount of power used to heat and cool. Green energy, such as wind or solar, is a growing resource that many people are uneducated on. Reducing the water waste within a home will also help because pumping, treating, and heating water takes a significant amount of power. Not to mention, fuel-efficient vehicles are an exceptional alternative to regular gas-powered engines and would reduce the amounts of fossil fuels combusted each day. Although whenever possible, people should take public transit or carpool, which would save several engines driving to the same destination. For more closely reachable places, there is the option of biking or walking, which would eliminate more carbon input, and every bit counts. Although the human activity that produces these harmful greenhouse gases are done to better convenience others, the frequency of these actions must be cut back or properly managed. As a result of these events, the planet warms quicker and has dangerous effects throughout the world. And one way to stop this is humans. Climate change is no longer a future issue. It is happening now, everywhere, and there is no planet B.